All right, today we are going to give an introduction to photosynthesis. So, what are autotrophs is our question. Autotrophs are going to be organisms that use sunlight or maybe chemical energy to produce their own sugars. So, you have photoautotrophs, those are going to be organisms that use light. And chemoautotrophs are going to be organisms that use chemical energy, usually found in places where light's not readily available. Bottom of the ocean, caves, things like that. So as a general overview, plants are going to be able to turn light into energy. Okay, so in other words, we're going to be able to convert light energy into chemical energy in the form of sugar. We can then use that chemical energy to do cell respiration and produce ATP, which all organisms need for survival. Animals can't do this process, and so they are dependent on the plant products, the sugars that plants produce, in order to get their energy. So the light source that plants use is the visible light spectrum. If you look, here's the light spectrum across the board up here. These are higher energy waves, gamma rays, X-rays, UV. These are lower energy waves, so they have longer wavelengths, less waves hitting you per second or whatever. Infrared, microwaves, radio waves. And the visible light spectrum kind of falls smack dab in the middle here. And the most energetic of the visible light spectrum is violet, and the least energetic is red. So you can see the wavelength of violet is about half what red is, so it'd be much more energetic. That's why it's good for plants to take advantage of this end of the spectrum, because there's more energy at that end of the spectrum. Plants are going to use chloroplast to do their light absorption. Chloroplasts are little organelles that are similar to mitochondria in the sense that they will vary in their numbers inside a cell. The more light there is hitting a particular leaf, the more chloroplast it will produce, and the less light, the less chloroplast it will produce. Chlorophyll, A and B, are two pigments that are going to be used in the leaf to absorb the light. There are other pigments as well, but chlorophyll A and B are the two most common pigments. Here's a picture of some chlorophyll. They're inside these plant cells, and the little green circles would be chlorophyll. And if we look at them up close and personal, here's a transmission electron micrograph of a chlorophyll. And this is like a comic of a chlorophyll. And inside that chlorophyll, we see stacks of what look like pancakes. Okay, and each one of these pancakes is called a thylakoid. And the thylakoid is going to be the main place where we are doing our reactions for the light reaction. So that'll be our main focus, the thylakoid.